Howdy peeps, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a little update on the second of the fluval flexes, the 15 gallons, which used to be the shrimp tank and is now a kind of community tank with the glow light danios, chop prey danios also known as, the African butterfly cichlids, some nerite snails, and tucked right in under there, little Ginger, the longfin super red bristlenose. Now, as you may recall, I have been having some algae problems in this tank as it does get direct sunlight. The nerite snails are doing a great job keeping most of it under control, but you know, still some. So I've reduced the amount of light. I turned the light down a bit, and yeah, because it's basically winter time here now, there's not so much sunlight coming through the back door either. Well, I'm still getting glare from somewhere, but hey ho, it's always going to happen when you've got fish tanks back to back. But what you may see up in the corner is a strange little contraption, which is a CO2 dispenser. Now this is the Tropica Plant Growth System 60. Just get the box in shot. Dun dun dun. Highly technical piece of kit. You basically get the chamber, some air line, a one-way valve, and a can of CO2. Now I appreciate for a larger tank in particular, this isn't a very efficient way to do CO2. And in long term possibly not either, but having not done CO2 before, I figured I would take the cheapest way into it. Believe it or not, this is actually cheaper than the biological ones you can buy, and me trying to figure out how to grow yeast and generate CO2 that way, yeah, no, couldn't be bothered. So for £13, whatever that works out to in the US, probably 13 bucks, maybe a bit more. You can't really go wrong. As for how it works, you basically in the morning put however much CO2 in the reservoir you want by pressing down on the top of the can, and then during the day the water flow just dissolves it into the water. It's looking a little cloudy at the moment, a few particles floating about, but that's because I just cleaned the glass front and back. Well, the front glass inside and out, I should say. Have I noticed any differences? It's been a week now since I put the CO2 system in. I've not seen much in the way of new algae growth. There's a little, nothing much, and a general reduction elsewhere in the tank. I've seen a little bit of pearling on occasion, and the plant still seems to be doing fairly well. If I get a bit higher up, we might be able to see some of the plants. Because as you can see, with the dwarf sages fairly well covered in hair algae, gradually dissipating, and the limnophilia was attracting a fair chunk. But that does actually look like it's starting to pearl at the moment, so there we go. And the poor little Staragini there got absolutely annihilated. But the new crits, there's a bit on a couple of the leaves, and the hygrophila, is it hygrophila? I think so, down the back is doing quite well. So I can't really complain about anything in here. I'll get the algae problem sorted eventually over time. And there we go. That's where we stand for this. Future updates, I'll let you know how well the CO2 system's working, how long it lasts for, minor spat going on between the butterfly cichlids. They've each got their territory, and then one will go into the other's territory, and you know, we've definitely got the dominant male down here. Is the big boy, and the Second male down here, I'm assuming males, and then up the back, right up the back, just swimming, holding station up there, I think that's a female. I'm not entirely sure. It's definitely smaller than the others, and they were the same sort of size when I got them, so we shall see. It's just territorial chasing, there's no nipping of fins or anything going on. So everyone seems roughly happy in there. As I say, the glow lights are gorgeous. I might add a couple more of those just because they're cool. And we'll finish up with another close-up on little Ginger in her favourite hiding place under the rock, upside down as usual, typical Pleco. And there we go. So, thanks for watching. There go my knees. Don't forget to do the whole like, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell, all that good stuff. I go live every Sunday from 6 PM UK time, Greenwich Mean Time. Talk about a random variety of subjects: fish keeping, modelling, paranormal, all sorts of random strange stuff. So yeah, if you want to pop in on that, join in, have a laugh, and thanks for watching. Enjoy your fish keeping or modelling. Peace out. Rock on. Bye bye.